Even more proof why you should not have a mortgage going into retirement. I'm going to show this. This is pretty cool. Now, just be advised. I literally just got off the horn of the lady who will probably have a mortgage going into retirement. And that's fine. It's the situation always dictates. Every situation is unique. She can afford it because she doesn't spend that much, and she has Social Security that's going to cover the vast majority of her bills. And as such, she's not going to have any taxes hardly either. It's amazing. However, if I had my default would be don't have a mortgage going in retirement. So let's look at this right here. So this is the Elder Index from University of Massachusetts at Boston, I think. University of Mass. How did I find this? Well, I came across it with, hold on a second. I came across it from this Kaiser Foundation. True Cost of Aging Index shows many seniors can't afford basic necessities. We'll get in that later. All right, so here's the Elder Index. I actually like this a lot. This is freaking cool and is very optimistic. I actually, seeing the Kaiser thing being negative, I'm like, no, you should not be negative. This is fantastic. So we're going to come down here. We're going to say we're in Alpharetta Metro, which I am. I'm going to say I'm single. And I'm going to say 3 different housing statuses: renter, homeowner, mortgage. Homeowner with a mortgage, homeowners without, and I'm going to say I'm in good health. And then we're going to hit apply. All right, it's going to take a little bit to come up with the results. So check the, I love this stuff, man. Monthly expenses, renter, single, good health in 2021. Monthly expenses, renter, a homeowner with mortgage, single, good health 2021. Monthly expenses, homeowner without mortgage, good health 2021. We're all single. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to say, wait a second, monthly expenses for a renter, $2,200. We'll dive in this a little bit deeper, of which $1,000 is from the rent. Whoa. Healthcare costs $400 a month. Food $200 a month. Transportation $271, and then miscellaneous. Here's with a mortgage. Look at that, $2,600 a month. Here's out of mortgage. $1,600 a month. Love it. So here is the renter spends $27,000 a year, which is 98% of the national average. Housing is almost half of their expenses. Interesting. Oh yeah, because that's what the BLS numbers show. Housing is a significant expense, amigos. Without a mortgage, though, with a mortgage, so they're spending $1,400 a month on housing. So they're spending $31,000 a year. And this is measuring the income older adults need to live independently. And I actually did the due diligence to figure out what they're coming up with. And it's legit, man. It's legit. So I'm not just because they say, trust me, I don't trust anything anyone says anymore. So when they have some kind of article that says, oh my goodness, this is what you need to live independently, I looked into it. I completely agree. And then look at that, dude. Without a mortgage, $20,000 a year. $20,000 because you're spending about $6,000 a year on your home. That's your homeowners, your maintenance, homeowners insurance, property tax, whatnot. Good health, $400 a month. Look, it's the same. Good health, all the same. That food's the same. Everything's the same except for rent or mortgage. Now, the funny thing is this rent right here will be adjusted with inflation, so that's going to go up. This will not go up. So this is not saying a rent. I mean, you could extrapolate that, say the renter is actually cheaper than having a mortgage. Well, it's cheaper until the mortgage is paid. Then once this puppy's paid, this guy's going to be down here. Look at that. Isn't that nuts? I mean, you can argue it all day long. Now, how are they figuring this out? Well, they're using the median housing cost. All right, so I want to show you something here. So this is from the Census Bureau, the current population survey. Mortgage owner-occupied units with a mortgage or without a mortgage. So we got owner-occupied units. So we got 79 million households that have a home. That have a house that they own. 79 million. Of which 62% have a mortgage, 40% or 38% don't. Does that make sense? So 78 million households have a home that they own, owner-occupied. 62% have a mortgage, 38% do not. All right. Selected monthly homeowner cost, all right, with a mortgage. Let's check this out. Right there, $1,000 or $1,400, the selected monthly ownership cost if you have a mortgage. You see that? That would be your median right there. $1,000 or $1,400. We go back to this thing right here with a mortgage, $1,400, because that's what they're using on. They're using on the medians. All right, so now without a mortgage, your median is going to be right about there, $400 to $600. What do we got? 474. Now that's spot on, man. That's your median. So look at the difference. Your housing units with a mortgage, your median. You can do right here alone between right here, 2650. So that's about half the people who have a mortgage spend between $1,000 and $2,000 a month on their housing costs with a mortgage. All right, 50% of the people who own a home spend about between $1,000 and $2,000 a month on their mortgage, on their not just mortgage, on their housing cost. 50% of the people who don't have a mortgage spend between $250 and $600 on their housing cost. I think we got rent here too. Hold on a sec. Good too. So, selected monthly owner cost as a percentage of income. All right. So if you have a mortgage, with a mortgage, 15% of you guys are spending between 20 and 25% of your income. 46% of you are spending less than 20%, which is great. But 21% of you are spending over 35% of your income on your housing costs. Isn't that crazy? That's not good, man. However, check this out. If you don't have a mortgage, 45% of you are spending less than 10% of your income on your housing cost. 19% are spending less than 15% on their income. So basically between, look at that, 20, 30, 75% of households who don't have a mortgage spend less than 20% of their income on housing cost. 46% who have a mortgage spend less than 20% of their income on the housing cost. Tell me that's not crazy. They got renters down here too. Yeah, right here, rent. So the median rent is right there between 1,000, right there, 500. I think that's going to be right. Between 500 and 1,500. What are they showing here? Rent, yeah, about $1,000. That's about right. About right. Yeah, exactly. That's spot on, man. The median is right about $1,000 a month for rent. How much are people spending on their rent as a percentage of household income? 40% if you rent are spending over 35% of their household income on rent. Damn. 26% spend less than 20% on rent. Folks, that's why you don't have a mortgage in retirement. There's just no two ways around that, man. You can't argue the numbers. The numbers are so obvious. But I can get better rate. I get all that. I get all of it. I don't care. I care about my net flows. That's all that matters. How much does it cost? Where's it coming from? If I can reduce my cost, that's a win. I don't care if I say, but I could have more if the markets do this and that. I don't care. Take that to the bank. All right, love your thoughts. We'll see you.